Let's talk about rugby tackling and how hard it is to get low in our hits. One of the biggest issues I see in rugby players from all levels, from young and old, is they can't get low in their hits. But here's the truth, in rugby, height wins. In the ruck, in your carries, in the scrums, and in your tackles. And the reason you're struggling to get low in your hits, it's not strength, it's mobility. So if you stick around at the end of this video, I'm going to show you 6 drills that you can do to add to your training to help you get more comfortable and stronger in low positions so you can dominate the game. Look, as rugby players, we obsess over the gym, and I'm there alongside you, going to the gym, lifting big, lifting heavy, doing our squats, deadlifts, bench press, power cleans. I'm there with you, but having tight ankles, tight hips, tight back is our real limiter. But if we flip it the other way and we ditch the weights and we just do mobility, yes, we'll be bendy, but our injury levels will spike high. Rugby is a tough sport, so we do need both. We need our strength training, we need our mobility training. Last year, I tried out Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. It only lasted a few weeks, got injured doing a speed session. How random is that? Doing a speed session, tore my meniscus. But when I did the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, something stuck with me. Every single session, every person, whether you're new, old, young, or a pro, we would all start off with animal traffic. That is crawls, falls, rolls, low movement drills. And the difference between those new and those who are experienced, the experienced people, their movement quality was absolutely insane. And I'd have thought, why aren't rugby players doing this every training session? The jiu-jitsu warm-up only lasted 10 minutes. No nonsense, no ego, everyone done the work. So why can't rugby players do this? We can create our own version. And yeah, I get it, the weather. In the UK specifically, it's muddy, it's wet, it's cold, it is not glamorous in the winter. But if we did this every week at the start of our sessions, we will see a massive improvement in our control, power, and confidence in those low body positions. So over the past few months, I've built a routine, movements that are actually relevant for rugby. Drills that you can add into any warm-up, any gym session, or any skill session. These drills aren't fluff, they will definitely challenge you. But what they will do is make you happier, more comfortable in those low positions and help you dominate those collisions. So here is your challenge. Master the 6 drills I give you over the next year. And don't just rep them, own them. Control, power, intent. And when you start dominating those low tackles and the rucks, you'll know why. So here is what you've been waiting for, the 6 drills that I want you to add to your warm-up. But before we get into it, please subscribe to this channel for more rugby drills, tips, and insights to make you a better player. And if you're at the age of 8 to 16 years old, or you've got a son or daughter in that age range, I coach online in my online rugby academy. You can click this link here and get more information on how you can work with me every week to improve your game. Enjoy the 6 drills. The bear crawl, we want to be focusing purely on keeping our body as still as possible rather than rocking from left to right and keeping our knees grazing the floor. So our back is nice and flat, our chin is tucked in. We are moving our right foot the same time as our left hand is moving, and then vice versa, left foot, right hand, and you're nice and smooth through the whole transition, making sure that we are strong and we are controlled. The knee hug and lunge, you're going to stay as tall as possible, hugging your knee, and then you're going to drop down into a lunge. Making sure that when we are dropping down, we are on train tracks, not on a tight drop. So our feet are still nice and wide. We're staying balanced throughout and strong. And when we are lunging forward, make sure you are doing a long lunge because we want to test out our control and balance and strength in our lower body. And with your back knee, make sure you kiss your kneecap on the floor rather than bashing it on the floor hard and putting a lot of force through it. Load, squat, and jump. You're going to walk your hands out into a presser position. You're going to sit your bum back to your heels, keeping your knees off the floor, pushing away with your arms. Then you're going to jump your feet next to your hands. And then as soon as your feet hit the floor, I want you to jump up as high as possible. And then reset and go again. Walk the hands out into a low position. Jump hands next to feet and then explode up in the air. One thing with this is I want you to stay strong as possible throughout this movement and start off slow. Make sure you learn the movement because this is going to help you get nice and low and be comfortable in a low position, but also the mobility to get your feet next to your hands. If you can't get your feet next to your hands, I just want you to step your right foot forward, your left foot forward, and then jump. This exercise, that lunge and reach, your aim is to step your foot as close to your hand as possible. Then you are going to reach forward and try and sink your hips as close to the floor as possible, and then step forward and do the same on the other side. Making sure we are keeping our chest and bum as low as possible throughout the whole movement. This is very, very tough, so make sure you take your time, start off slow, and then try and force your hips downwards. This drill is all about practicing falling correctly to reduce the risk of concussion. So you're going to squat down really low to the floor, keeping your bum as close to the floor as possible. Then you're going to fall backwards. You're going to break your fall by hitting your hands on a 45 degrees and slapping them down to take the force of the fall. Then you're going to roll over, present the ball, and then pop back up on your feet doing a 180 in a jackal position. If you can't get up 180, just stand back up, pop yourself back up in a jackal position, turn around, squat down, and go again. Start slow and then build up. This drill is by far the most advanced option. It's all about strength, mobility, and balance throughout the movement. So your aim is to lunge forwards. As you lunge forward with your right leg, you're going to lean over onto the right side, placing your right hand down. You're going to use your left arm to reach over, stay in balance. Then you're going to rock back into a deep Cossack squat. Stay in balanced again. Then you're going to push forward. Your aim is to try and get as low as possible. If you can't get down there at the moment, don't worry, we're going to build up to it over the incoming weeks. So again, the focus is lunge forward, reach over the lead leg, staying strong, stay in balance, rock back on the back leg, push forward, go again.